Hi guys, for your Bronze Arts Award Part C, what you'll be doing is creating an informative poster about an artist of your choice. The reason why we'll be making a poster in particular is because a poster is an easy and creative way of sharing information with the general public, which will be hitting part of the criteria for this section. So before we start this poster, there's a few things that we're going to need. We'll need some paper, ideally A3 in size, as this is going to be something which is going to give ample space to put on information and imagery about your chosen artist. We'll also need some drawing utensils, some pencils. We'll also need some colouring utensils, whether that be colouring pencils, felt tips, or even paints. Ideally, what we want to do is make something that's as colourful and creative as possible, something that's easy to catch the eye, and something that's aesthetically pleasing. With any poster, the first and foremost thing that we need to do is create a title. This is going to be something which is visually stimulating and something which is going to be easy to see for whoever it is looking at your poster, as a means of identifying what it is your poster, or in this case, who it is your poster is about. Right guys, so when it comes to doing our title on our poster, what we want to do is create something that's really eye-catching and colourful. Now what will be really amazing is if you can utilise the graffiti skills that I've shown you for Part A as the basis for your title, like I have just here. So now that we have our title on our poster, the next and most important stage, and a part which we do need to do in order to hit the criteria for this, is research our chosen artist. Now, we're at a time and age where gathering information is really easy via the internet. So whether you have a computer, a laptop, even a mobile phone, it's really easy to access any information that we want about an artist. There's many websites which are credible to use, such as biography.com. There's also other websites which are more commonly known, such as Wikipedia, but in that instance, please be careful, as it's not always 100% true what may be on there. Now, when we're researching our artist, I know it's really easy to think of obvious things such as what their date of birth is, what their birth name is, but it'll be also great to find out strange or quirky little bits of information as well, what their favourite artists are, if there's anything that they've done that they feels of merit, highlights to their career, even how they got to their position. If we can find out information about their career path and their work as well, that would be absolutely brilliant. Now, in an ideal world, what we would love is to get at least 10 pieces of information about your chosen artist. If you feel that you're able to do more than 10 pieces of information, all the better. So guys, once we found our information source on the internet, what we need to do is write that down and make a note out of it. Now, if you're using a computer, you are very well enabled and allowed to just copy and paste that information onto a Word document, or even just print it off. But what is imperative at this stage is that we're making a note of the information that we found, and ideally the source of it as well. So if you could write down a note somewhere as well, stating the websites which you've used, that would be brilliant. Right guys, so when it comes to putting our information on our poster, what we need to do is make sure that what we're not doing is writing it word for word, but putting things in our own words instead. So with me making a poster, in this case about Stormzy, what I'm going to do firstly is, in any blank space, write his real name. In this case, his real name is Michael Omari. Then I'll find another blank space and note another bit of information. Somewhere else, at the top, I'll write that he attended Harris Academy in South Norwood. Now let's not forget that the more interesting the information we can find, the better. Yeah. Another piece of information, because what we also want to do is get information about their rise from someone being a hobbyist potentially to an established artist. So in Stormzy's case, he gained attention, according to Wikipedia, in the underground music scene by his Wicked Skangman series of freestyles, which then led to his debut EP. So, if I was to write, he started off as a freestyle artist and gained notice from this. Then what we're doing is making sure that we're also getting information about their career path. Another noticeable fact on here is that he performed during heavyweight boxer Anthony Joshua's fight against Dylan White. Right guys, so once we have got our information written down, what we want to then do is cut and stick some images of our artist in any of the white spaces available on our page, like so. And what this will do is help us to create a visually stimulating poster. So in this case, I'm going to stick one picture here. Now, the more creative we can make our poster, the better. So whereas some of the pictures I've cut them out in rectangles, I will also cut some of his pictures out as his silhouette going around the outside of my chosen artist. As ultimately what we want to do is make something that looks as creative as possible. To help with the creative process, we can also add more color to our poster. You can even add little squiggly lines, whatever it is you see fit, in order to make it as visually stimulating as possible. There guys, what we have is a colourful, informative poster about our chosen artist. Right guys, now that we've created our posters, our final step is to share the information that we found. Sharing these posters, sharing this beautiful artwork that you've done for other people to see, appreciate and comment on. Now, one way of doing that is to display it in your surroundings, whether you're in school, college, in a community centre, wherever it is that you may be. But in this day and age, and with a lot of people embracing social media, that will be the perfect place to also put your poster to gain comments from your friends, from your family, from your teachers, whoever it may be who comes across with it. So feel free to upload your artwork, whether that's onto Facebook, Snapchat, even Instagram. Instagram being the preferred choice, with that being a photo sharing website. Wherever it is that you do choose to share your poster, it's important that we get evidence of this. So if it's on a wall that you're displaying it, take a picture. If you're sharing it on social media, if you're able to take a quick screenshot of that, especially if people have interacted with it as well, that would be absolutely amazing.